Hey everybody, it's Beth. Welcome to Infinite Garden. This week I wanted to talk about the new makeup from Pat McGrath Labs. They have recently released a new lip makeup format, the Dramatique Mega Lip Pencil. It came out in 12 colors and I picked out 4. I think I got pretty close. I like most of these colors and I wanted to share my thoughts about this new product with you. I've had them for a couple of days, so I've had a chance to try them out, see how they wear, and to see how they feel. I also have been comparing them to a very similar product by Nars. I've got both a velvet lip pencil and a power matte lip pencil from Nars, just to compare the two products to each other. So that's what we're doing today in this video. If that sounds good to you, please stay tuned. As you know, I'm a Pat McGrath fan and I specifically love her lipstick shades. I have many of her bullet style lipsticks and I wanted to see first how they compared in price. So I think it's always good, I don't know, maybe it's a buzzkill, but I love to actually look at how much products cost per ounce. So when you buy a lip pencil from Pat McGrath, you're getting 0.084 ounces for $29. This works out to be about $345 per ounce of lipstick product. Now, if you buy a lipstick, you're getting 0.14 ounces, and those sell for $39, which is $278.57 per ounce. The lipstick within the pencil commands about $66 more an ounce, and that's roughly about a 24% increase in price. So I can see why this might be a good product for Pat McGrath Labs to release. I imagine this plastic pencil format is less expensive than their bullet lipstick, which is, yeah, I do, I have one handy. Their bullet lipsticks look like this, and they're in a luxurious metal case with these really cool gold lips on it. So in terms of the packaging between the two, in the bullet format, you get more product for less and a more luxurious case. And when you have a pencil, you're getting less product, for more cost per ounce, and in a format where you do have to sharpen it in a sharpener. If you're interested in this product, I think it's helpful to know that you're paying a premium for this pencil format over the luxury bullet lipstick format, even though at a difference between $29 for the pencil and $39 for the lipstick, it may seem like this is a better deal. I just wanted to clear that immediately. Let's get into the actual colors. So I picked 4 colors. If you've been following my channel, you know I have been a little bit on a lipstick discovery journey. I found out that I can wear both coolish colors and warmish colors, but that I tend to do well with bright and vivid colors. So I was immediately drawn to 2 of the vivid shades. There is Flash Bulb Fuchsia here, and Obsessed. This one is described as a vibrant fuchsia and this one is described as a vibrant orange. So I wanted to pick up both of these. And then I wanted to pick up 2 nude shades, and I knew one was likely to be a winner and the other one was a risk. So I also have Coral Lust, which is described as a nude coral. I, generally speaking, do well with corals. And then this shade is Nude Oasis, described as a neutral auburn. That was the shade that was the risk for me. I tend to struggle a little bit with muted shades, and so I want to show you how all of these look. I'm going to start with Coral Lust, the nude coral. This is what the pencil looks like. I wore this all day yesterday. Yesterday was my husband's birthday and I wore this all day. We had many outings planned, and what I like about this one for me is that it's very close to my natural lip color. I'll zoom in. This color I really like. One thing I noticed about wearing this shade all day yesterday is that it does have a matte finish, which does dry down. So later in the day, if you rub your lips together a little bit to see if there's still a little bit of slip, there really isn't. You kind of get a dry, a little bit of a grainy feel on your lips, and that sets in pretty fast. It goes on really nice and smooth and creamy, but once it sets down pretty bulletproof, and that's something that I've always really liked about Pat McGrath's lip products, generally speaking, is it seems as though she's formulating for wear time. So this is Coral Lust. I expect that this one will be one that I wear a lot. I'm removing this with a little bit of Glossier's Milky Jelly Remover. Next is Nude Oasis. This is the Neutral Auburn. This one I've already had to sharpen because as I was swatching it earlier, the tip broke off. This is Nude Oasis. I find shades like this to be somewhat hard to wear. I don't mind it though. I think it looks pretty good. I do find though sometimes it seems to drain a little bit of energy from my face. But you know what? It's really not that bad. It's as good as I have found for this type of color for me. A kind of murky neutral. I'll show some footage of me sharpening this pencil. It gave me a good opportunity to demonstrate how this pencil behaves in a sharpener. I'm using a Nars sharpener that I have had for years. This works perfectly well on the Pat McGrath pencils, but I also think Pat McGrath Lab sells a sharpener that works on their website. Next is Obsessed. This is the Vibrant Orange. I think this color is really beautiful. I'm super excited right now. You can see here I applied it to my lower lip and I was able to, like mash my lips together to get product up on the upper lip. So even though it dries down matte, there's a moment there where it's still pretty open. I do like that you have greater precision in drawing your lip lines with this pencil than you do with a bullet lipstick normally. This is Obsessed, a Vibrant Orange. These are exactly the kinds of colors that used to scare me back in the day, and now I feel like these are very at home. I feel very comfortable with these super vivid, bright colors. I've also really been enjoying orange lipstick, something that I didn't used to think I could wear. The fourth color that I tried is Flash Bulb Fuchsia, described as a vibrant fuchsia. Okay, so I can see myself in the viewfinder here, and I have a mirror in front of me. In the mirror, I feel like this looks like a very blue pink, and it looks very cool. I don't think it's out of harmony. I think I can wear this color. In the viewfinder, it looks more like a normal kind of candy pink, so that's really interesting. I wore this all day on Friday because I wanted to see how it wore off. I put it on, I went to kind of an afternoon thing where we were eating and drinking, and I knew that my lipstick would be wearing off slowly. I didn't really pay attention to it while it was wearing off, but at the end of the day, I feel like it wore off pretty evenly overall. It did not have the staying power through a meal, which I don't really expect. I don't have a lot of examples of formulas that can hang on that long, but I did give it a try and I found that it did wear off through eating. I would say overall, compared to the Nars pencils, I would say the Pat McGrath lip pencils end up drying down a little bit drier. I think that the Nars pencils stay somewhat more open and slippy almost the entire time you're wearing them, which makes them somewhat more comfortable. They can move around more. I find the Pat McGrath pencil stays a little more bulletproof overall. In both cases, you can reapply these throughout the day without any trouble. They don't wind up getting weird. Sometimes when you have a formula that does dry down and become bulletproof, if you try to reapply it, it's sort of like layering fresh on crusty and then it winds up getting weird. I don't find that that is true for either the Nars or the Pat McGrath lip pencils. I do think that the Pat McGrath lip pencils are a somewhat better value. The Nars pencils have the same volume of product inside, 0.08 ounces of lipstick product, and their pencils sell for either $27 or $30. It looks like the Velvet Matte pencil, which I have in the shade Cruella. These are currently on sale for $18.90. I wonder if they're maybe discontinuing or permanently switching over to what is now called the Power Matte. I have this one in Kiss Me Deadly. This one sold for $27, this one sells for $30, and they're both 0.08 ounces of product. So it winds up being $337 an ounce versus $375 an ounce. And again, that all compares to $345 an ounce for Pat McGrath. And again, if you do compare that to a lipstick, a bullet lipstick, that's about $278 an ounce. So a bullet lipstick format is still going to give you, in the Pat McGrath line, is still going to give you a better value in terms of actual product. So that's just to help keep you all informed. I found it easy to sharpen, they're easy to carry, they're easy to apply, they're nice to wear. I think the new Dramatique Mega Lip Pencil from Pat McGrath is a good product. I think that she's offered a nice range of colors. I think they're comfortable to wear, and I hope they stay pretty permanent in her line. I did consider getting one of the reds, but it's an Elson, and I already have Elsons in other formulas. So I wanted to try the Orange Obsessed, and I wanted to try this Flash Bulb Fuchsia, which I am very happy with and I plan to wear for the rest of the day. Let me know, have you tried any of these products before, either the Nars pencils or Pat McGrath's new product? Let me know in the comments. Is this something that you're interested in? Let me know if there's anything else you want me to try from the Pat McGrath line. You know that it is a long time favorite brand of mine. Anyway, I hope that you're all doing well out there and I hope you have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Talk soon.